Let's continue the How to Spot series with a control category that confuses people in a very specific and very predictable way. We are talking about managerial security controls on the Security Plus SY0-701 exam. And here is the thing you need to hear right at the top. Managerial controls are not hard to define, but they are constantly confused with operational controls because both of them involve people and policies in some form. By the end of this video, you will be able to look at a scenario and not only recognize a managerial control on site, but also separate it cleanly from the operational category that CompTIA uses to bait you. To anchor us in the objective. We are still inside Objective 1.1. Compare and contrast various types of security controls. Remember from the technical controls video that CompTIA splits controls along two lines at once. There is the category, which is technical, managerial, operational, or physical, and there is the type, which is preventive, deterrent, detective, corrective, compensating, or directive. Today we own the managerial category, and most of your effort is going to go into one skill, which is telling managerial apart from operational. So for the definition in plain language, a managerial control is an administrative control. It is the policies, the procedures, the standards, the guidelines, and the documentation that govern how security is designed, implemented, and overseen in an organization. Managerial controls live on paper. They are the written rules and the strategic direction. They do not physically stop anyone from doing anything, and they are not a person performing a task in the moment. They are the governing framework that everything else operates inside of. You will sometimes see managerial controls described as the administrative layer, and that word administrative is your friend here. If something is administrative, governing, or strategic, you are in managerial territory. Let's make this concrete with the examples CompTIA might lean on. Security policies are the classic managerial control. An acceptable use policy is managerial. A standard operating procedure document is managerial. Onboarding and offboarding policies are managerial. A risk management framework is managerial. Security planning, security governance, the assignment of roles and responsibilities on paper, background check policies, and the documentation that defines how your organization handles security, all managerial. The common thread is that these are written administrative instruments. They set direction. They tell the organization what should happen. They are the rule book, not the referee and not the lock on the door. Here is the single most important distinction in this entire video, so lean in. Managerial versus operational. This is where the exam earns its points off of unprepared candidates. Both categories involve people. Both can sound procedural, but the difference is clean once you see it. A managerial control is the written policy or framework that governs and directs. An operational control is the day-to-day activity that people actually carry out. Think of it this way. The policy that says we will conduct security awareness training is managerial because it is the documented requirement. The actual delivery of that training session, the people sitting in the room doing it, that is operational. The policy is the plan. The operation is the people doing the work. Managerial is the rule on paper. Operational is the human activity in motion. Consider a concrete pair, so this locks in. Imagine the question describes a written acceptable use policy that defines what employees are and are not allowed to do with company systems. That is managerial. It is a document. It governs behavior through written rules. Now imagine the question describes a security guard checking badges at the front desk, or a team running a monthly phishing simulation, or an analyst reviewing logs as part of their daily routine. Those are operational because they are people performing security tasks day to day. Same broad world of people and procedures, but the managerial side is the documentation and the operational side is the human execution. Train your eye on that split and you will catch the trap every time. Consider how this could look in a live exam item. The scenario says, an organization creates a formal policy requiring all employees to complete annual security awareness training. Which category of control is this? Walk it. Is this a written administrative instrument that governs and directs? Yes, it is a policy. It is the documented requirement. That makes it managerial. Notice the bait. The subject is security awareness training, which feels operational because training is something people do. But the question is not describing the act of training. It is describing the policy that requires it. The word policy, the word requiring, the fact that this is a formal written mandate, those are your managerial signals. The category follows the instrument, not the topic. Now let me flip it on you to prove the point. The scenario says, employees attend a monthly security awareness session led by the security team. Same topic, security awareness, but now the question is describing the act, the people in the room, the session being delivered. That is operational. CompTIA can build two different correct answers out of the exact same subject just by shifting whether they describe the written policy or the human activity. Your job is to read precisely and identify which one they handed you. If it is documented governance, it is managerial. If it is people doing the work, it is operational. There is one more layer worth your attention, and it is the category versus type blend we saw last time. Managerial is a category. It can pair with different types. A security policy that directs people toward compliance is a managerial control that is directive in type. A policy requiring background checks before hiring is a managerial control that is preventive in type. Separation of duties, written into policy, is a managerial control that often functions as compensating. So when the question asks for the category, answer managerial and do not get pulled into naming the type. And when it asks for the type, do not answer with the category. Read the stem and give it the axis it is asking for. Let me hand you the read to run on every managerial controls question. First, ask whether this is documentation. Is the scenario describing a policy, a procedure, a standard, a framework, or written governance? If yes, you are likely managerial. Second, run the paper versus people test. Is this a written rule that governs, or is this a person carrying out a task? Paper that governs is managerial. People doing the work is operational. Third, watch for the topic bait, where the subject sounds like an activity, but the scenario is actually describing the policy behind it. Fourth, separate category from type if the question is feeding you clues about both. Run those 4 checks and managerial controls become reliable points. A few final signals that almost always point to managerial on the exam. Words like policy, procedure, standard, guideline, framework, governance, documented, formal, and written are strong managerial indicators. Anything that reads as administrative, strategic, or oversight-oriented is managerial. And the cleanest tell of all is this. If the control is something you could print out and put in a binder, and it governs behavior rather than performing an action, it is managerial. Here's one sentence that captures the whole category. A managerial control is the written administrative rule that governs and directs security, never the person carrying it out. Hold on to that. Run the paper versus people test on every question, and you will stop losing points to the managerial versus operational trap that catches so many candidates. If this cleared up the managerial category for you, subscribe so you catch the rest of this How to Spot series, where we take the trickiest exam objectives one at a time and turn them into reliable points. Until next time.